Hello, welcome to the channel. Today we want to talk about distributive singular and distributive plural. What are they? Let's take a look at the following examples. The two women blew their nose. Sentence number 1. The two women blew their noses. Sentence number 2. Which one is correct? To understand this, let's take a look at the grammar explanation. When a plural subject possesses something individually, that something being possessed must be in plural form. Some grammar experts call these sort of plural distributive plural. For your easy understanding, let's explain in this way. One woman possesses one nose. Two women possess two noses. So, it's easy to understand that something being possessed should be in plural form. However, there are some situations that we must use singular form. Even a group of people possesses something together. Let's take a look. What are they? Okay, again, example. While traveling together, the four friends got lost and consulted their map. Sentence number 2. While traveling together, the four friends got lost and consulted their maps. Which one is correct? Consider these examples. This group of people actually jointly possess a single item. So, even general grammar rules tell us that we must use a plural form, but in this case, actually we have to use a singular. So, while traveling together, the four friends got lost and consulted their map. We have to use singular. There are some other 4 situations that we have to use singular form. Let's take a look. And when the nature of that something being possessed is universal or abstract or even figurative, then we have to use singular form. But what does it mean? Let's take a look. When the nature of that something being possessed is universal, which means that it exists everywhere or involving everybody, we have to use singular form. Let's take a look at the example. The four friends toast their health. Obviously, the term health is involving everybody. In this situation, we have to use singular form. Next one, abstract. If that something is exist in an idea or what we call intangible, you can't touch, you can't see, it's just an idea, we have to use a singular form also. Example, the four friends were led by their curiosity to go to the Emerald City. Curiosity, obviously, it's just an idea, you can't touch it. And the next one, we should use a singular form is what we call figurative. What are they? Figurative means the basic meaning of that something being possessed is not exactly the meaning they want to express, just like idioms or metaphor, etc. Let's take a look at the example. The four friends wanted to get something off their chest, but had a change of heart. Obviously, get something off their chest doesn't mean they really get something out of their chest. Instead, they want to tell some secret that they hide for so long. And also, had a change of heart, it doesn't really mean they got a new heart. Instead, they want to tell they changed their mind. So in this situation, the word chest and the word health should be in singular form. Then how about the last one? Let's take a look. This term is called ambiguity, which means that the item that being possessed is not clear. So we have to use singular form in order to make sure that the audience understand what we are talking about. Let's take a look. We ask the children to name their favorite animals. If we use a plural form in this situation, the audience may not understand whether we should ask them to name one animal or more than one. However, to make it more clear, we should write in this way. we asked the children to name their favorite animal. So everybody know that they just need to name one animal instead of more than one. Alright, so you can tell that distributive plural and distributive singular is really confusing to many of the people, but bear in mind the general grammar rule tells us that most of the situation we have to use plural form for that something being possessed together, and the 5 situations that we have to use a singular form. Number 1, the item being possessed is a single item. We have to use a singular form. Also, the nature of the things that being possessed is universal, which means involve a lot of people, or abstract, which means it is intangible. We can't touch, we can't see it, and also another nature of the item being possessed is figurative, which means that it is not the basic meaning of the words, instead they are using metaphor or idioms. And the last thing that we could use distributive singular is what we call ambiguous, which means we have to make sure the item we mention is clear enough to the audience. Okay, that's all for today. See you next time. Goodbye.